What's going on, Bomber fans? Today the Bombers picked up two promising defensive players. One of them a CFL veteran and one of them is brand new to the CFL. The player with experience is Macho Harris, formerly of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He was recently cut when Chris Jones and John Murphy took over the Saskatchewan Roughriders and basically went on a major house cleaning and released about 20 players off of their roster. And he was one of the players that was victim to that. He's a defensive back who has played corner and safety and halfback, and I think that the Bombers see him as a potential Sam linebacker where they're a little bit thin on depth at that position, and also as a potential backup safety. The book on the guy is that he's a very hardworking individual, which I think really fits into everything that Coach O'Shea is trying to build with this team. In fact, while he was not playing football in Saskatchewan, he was actually working on the oil rigs and working 12-hour days. So I don't think that there's any question that this is a guy that is going to have the work ethic that Coach O'Shea is looking for. One of the career highlights he had last year is a single game against Montreal where he had 3 interceptions, which was a Saskatchewan Roughrider record. Actually, it tied the Saskatchewan Roughrider record for interceptions in a single game. So I think that he's going to definitely be there to push Chris Randall at the Sam linebacker position and possibly provide some depth. Randall was looking really good there last year until he got a season-ending injury, and the Bombers had to really disrupt their defense and move Leggett to the Sam linebacker position last year, and I don't think that they want to go that direction again. Also, another potential candidate at that position, Linjay Shell, is currently an unsigned free agent and is set to become a free agent within the next 7 days when free agency begins. The other player that the Bombers signed is also an interesting looking prospect. His name is Shayon Green, and he played for the Miami Hurricanes in college, and he didn't have the best numbers. He did get a lot of tackles, 143, and 3 sacks, and he did that in 25 starts that he got as a junior and a senior. He also spent some time with the Miami Dolphins and with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but never really caught on in the NFL. But I think that he has a chance to be one of those really productive guys in the CFL, like a kind of well, he's 6'3", 265, but in the American game he's been considered a rush end. But I think in the Canadian game he's probably going to be in there pushing for a nose tackle spot, or definitely one of the 2 interior defensive line spots where I think that Winnipeg underperformed last year and were seriously lacking in size at times. And I think that this is one player that I think we can expect to provide a vigorous competition for those spots come training camp. So yeah, there you have it. Just a couple of announcements today. Bombers again signing defensive back, former Saskatchewan Roughrider Macho Harris, and defensive end Shayon Green, who I would expect to be an interior defensive lineman in the Canadian game. If you have anything to comment on, I appreciate hearing from you. Feel free to fill out the comments below, or like this video, or subscribe if you'd like to hear more.